I actually already videoed a whole thing and a whole story, and then I realized I was like casually saying people's full names. And will this video really go anywhere? Probably not. But should I be telling people's full names on a public platform? Probably not. So I'm gonna retell my story. So what I was doing was I had to pull my printer out, and I'm now trying to figure out how to connect it to my new hotspot internet. So trying to work on that, but I'm gonna tell you my story real quick. So I actually tell you a quick recap of my last week. So I moved in on Monday, and then on Tuesday, oh, I went out to the store and I bought so much stuff. I spent almost $200. But then Wednesday I went to Burlington Church. Thursday, went out with this other girl in my apartment for ice cream to this place called The Parlor. It was super, super cute. And then, sorry, I actually need to eat something because I had like coffee and I didn't really have anything good to eat, and I'm starting to feel it. So we got ice cream. It was like ice cream and cookie dough. So we both got like half and half ice cream and half cookie dough. And so that was super, super fun. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna have to work. So anyway, we did that. Friday night, we went to game night at the friend's house that we went to, and she texted and said, hey, the friend in your apartment, why don't you just bring her with you? So I was like, sick, yeah. So I asked her, I was like, you want to come with me? So 2 of us from the apartment went to this other lady's house. Her and her dad lived there, which is near where I go to church. So it was super fun. And this was more spur of the moment. A lot of people couldn't come. A couple of cousins of hers just swung in for a little bit of time, but it was actually like the actual game night was just us 2 from this apartment and her dad. And her dad is like, I don't think he means to be like super funny. I'm cutting my head off. But he is genuinely super funny. So that was super fun. Then this morning, I woke up to a text from the kindergarten teacher, and she was like, hey, the ladies at my church, it's a different church, further north, I think. She said, we always go out for coffee. We are going out for coffee this morning. Do you want to come? So it ends up they always have like a planned coffee thing every like second Saturday, I think, something like that. And so she was like, sometimes there's like 10 people, sometimes that's like nobody. We went up there, ended up just being us 2, but we had a super fun time anyway. We went to this little hole-in-the-wall coffee shop, and it was Shepherd's Prayer, Shepherd's Leading, or I don't remember. It's like a Christian coffee shop, so that was really cool. I got s'mores latte. But the funny thing about my apartments is that the one girl that I went out twice with, actually, is super like talkative, and then there's another girl here that seems kind of like talkative and stuff, but there's one that lives in the basement, and they said he just goes in and out of the basement door, and you like rarely even see him coming in and out. And then there was another guy that I ran into. He was coming in the door and I was going out, and he was just like, sorry, and he just like rushed away. It was really funny. So a lot of introverts in the Tiffany house. The girl who is in apartment 4, I share the balcony with her, and I have not even seen her yet. Like, they said she's super quiet. So, yeah. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm gonna eat the rest of these cucumbers real quick, and hopefully that makes me feel like less woozy, because drinking a whole latte with not anything like super good was a bad idea. Don't do it. So I'll be back and we'll finish setting in my printer. All right, guys, we're gonna fight with my printer now. So let's see how this whole thing sounds. That's Harlan Doyle, by the way. Anyway, let's see what this thing says. Oh no, I have to get into the desktop, guys. Hey, let me in. Let me in, please. Oh, I'm sorry guys. That's Robin Hood, Disney version. So I'm so sorry guys. I'm trying to load up my HP and I've got a spinning circle right now, so I have to wait on that. But according to this, I would love to do. Why are you spinning so much? This is why I always crash out, because something always happens that makes this difficult. But this is not usually the problem I have. Usually I can get into the desktop part. It's usually this part that gives me issues. And this part is just like quietly waiting for me to deal with it. And this part, I'll show you what this part is doing. I must have got scared because it got an audience. It just came up. Let's go. I should really not judge my desktop because it's like 5 years old. And Cheyenne stepped on it. So this is my fault because apparently I left it in a bad spot. Oh, it's giving me the setup option. Let's go. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere, guys. Access Wi-Fi password. Yes, please. So what I was gonna say was, I love this place. It's so nice. I love it. I love living here. But everyone has been so lovely. Like for real. Like obviously. Like I did something with somebody Thursday night. I did something with somebody Friday night. I did something with somebody Saturday morning. Like who does that? So guys, I'm connected. Oh my word. Since I've been here, I just feel very like at home. Like mom would ask me all the time. She's like, "Does it feel real yet?" And I was just like, "No, it doesn't feel real." And it just I never had that amazing sense of hope. Like sometimes I would, but like a lot of times I just felt kind of like normal about stuff. And so I just didn't know how to feel about that, because usually when I move somewhere new or whatever the case may be, I always feel like this huge like the first night or whatever just was really different and weird. And like it never totally felt that way. Like I just felt like I was supposed to be here. This feels like home. So anyway guys, I did not figure out, like, this will not let me open my school email in my Gmail. It says my verification step isn't approved by the organization or something. It's just super annoying because I've literally had it open on there before, but, well, let me do it now. So, I just sent the thing that I wanted to my other email. And look at this, my printer's working. Orientation and like open house and stuff kind of scares me a lot more than like actually teaching. I'm like, I have to make sure I remember where all this stuff is, which I'm trusting that by the time I get through orientation, I am quite certain where all the classrooms are, and I need to know where they are. But, you know, yeah, it's fine, we'll figure it out. And then, what else? Oh yeah, also I am probably picking up a cleaning job for the music room, which will probably be 2 hours every night, Monday through Friday, so you have to figure that out. Anyway guys, I printed everything out, figured it out. So now I'm going to show you some stuff that I added to my house since our last tour. So this right here is kind of like my everything shelf. It fits well in my bathroom. I got shoes and like my caboodles on it because my caboodles does not fit up here and I have stuff in there. But up here, this is like an everything box of like junk. But there's also like a lot of these things like I do want to keep, but I should probably sort through it and see if I really want to keep everything. Anyway, and then these are my command strips and command hooks I got, and I ended up getting hooks at a yard sale for like $2, which is also something that I did this week. I went to a yard sale, which is super fun. So I ended up taking these down and just sticking them on here because I wasn't sure what to do with them since they're sticky. I'll have to deal with it later. And then these drawers just have a bunch of odds and ends in them. So, and then I put this stuff up on the wall. Guys, if you don't like it, mind your business. Over here, I actually thought that turned out pretty okay. So I have that up there. Some of it's a little crooked, just, we don't need to talk about it. Don't look in my closet. And then over here, I hung up some fun pictures. And then I put that over here. And look at this. It keeps my cabinet from hitting against the wall because, as you can see, yeah. So yeah, and also my bathtub, guys, it's got a little bit of dirt in it right now. But like, it used to be like covered with sticky, and now it's nice and white. And the sides are pretty much all unscaled, so very exciting. So it's going great, and I'm having a great time, and I will let you guys know what other exciting things happen to me. And hopefully next time I will have more things actually happening instead of just talking to the camera. But there was a lot of things that happened. I just didn't bring you along with me, so I was just informing you. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.